VRChat, a small community of people who spend their free time with a headset strapped to their face. In a place where you can look however you want, sound however you want, go wherever you want, and be whoever you want to be, it is true that most people look like this, act like this, or are just this. But deep within the corners of the game, you can find communities that are more than that. From the rave scene, to the parties, to the social drinkers, to the avatar creators, to the furries, people spend thousands and upon thousands of dollars investing in VR gear, like headsets, trackers, a computer, and sometimes even on avatars, which are essentially skins. So why would you spend so much money on a game that is essentially free? I decided to go and interview those people, trying to shine light on why people enjoy the game, or as they like to call it, a social platform. I tried to reach as many perspectives as I could, and this is what I found. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Dinzy.
Hello, I'm Congus.
Hello, my name is Fox.
My name is FXV.
My name is Rosmic.
I'm 21.
I'm 36.
I am 33. I'm old, I know.
I am 20 years old.
I'm 32.
I am an asset and avatar creator.
I'm a VR chatter, community manager.
I run Yiddies. Yiddies is a party community. We do a lot of fun stuff on the weekends.
And I make models for VRChat.
I'm a social drinker in VR.
Hi, I'm Asda Chongsheng, aka Reborn. I'm 32, and I'm a mute/dancer.
How much time a week do you spend in VRChat? About 36 hours a week.
During COVID, it was easily 20 to 30 hours a week. But since COVID's gone, I'm going back outside and doing a lot of other stuff. It's probably down to maybe 12 hours a week.
I play VR from Tuesday to Saturday for about 12 hours.
20 hours a week, possibly.
In VR, probably about no more than maybe 10, but just in the physical game, whether I'm working or not, probably anywhere from 10 to 20, sometimes maybe even 40, depending on how much I'm working that week.
20, 25 hours in VR, and that includes sleeping in VR a couple nights a week. It's usually somewhere between 6 and 8 hours a night.
What's your setup? I use a Quest Pro headset with facial tracking, index hands for finger tracking, and 3 full body tracking.
Well, I got a spaceship. I have a 4090 with a 13900K, 128 gigs of RAM.
Full body tracking on a Valve Index. I got my little toe trackies and a hip tracker. Got a couple of base stations to track my movement and my head.
Everything's water cooled. It's a full custom loop that I made myself.
I have an Index VR headset, finger tracking, and full body with legs hip, and 1 base station.
Index with index controllers.
Index headset with index controllers. Sorry, I have 4 3.0 trackers. I have 3 2.0 trackers that I really only use 3 at any given time.
But I have extra index controllers. I use 3.0 trackers. I also have a set of Tundra trackers that I can swap out when these ones die. So the big screen Beyond, I have that headset. Also sucks. Don't buy it.
So I run a big screen Beyond. Not trying to flex or anything. Hip trackers, feet trackers, a chest tracker so I can track my movement on my chest. I don't have it on right now. And then I have my index controllers.
When did you start playing VRChat? Back in 2020.
I've been playing VRChat for about 7 years now.
Middle of 2020.
Honestly, 2019, I think it was, when I started playing. I was just desktop back then. I didn't have, like, the full body and all that other stuff, the fancy stuff.
April 2nd, 2019.
December 4th of 2017.
Because it was during COVID, like COVID was going on, and bars were closed, clubs were closed, couldn't go to sporting events or festivals. My main source of socializing and entertainment was gone. I watched a lot of YouTube at the time and other streamers and Twitch, so I saw them playing it. I was like, let's give it a shot. It's free. And I jumped in with no setup at all.
I got my original Oculus Rift CV1 for my 16th birthday.
What's so special about VRChat? You can be whoever you want to be, look however you want to look, go wherever you want to go. The sky really is the limit in here because most of the content is made by the community. So you can actually upload whatever you want onto the game, which includes avatars, locations, which are worlds, outfits, and your imagination is really the limit when it comes to what you can do in here, and I love the creativity.
So VRChat. It's not for the faint of heart, but also it's a great way of finding new friends online, to be able to enjoy others' company, especially back then during the COVID pandemic.
The socializing, the communities you meet. Honestly, the last 4+ years being a part of all this, I've met some amazing people that I am super happy to say I've gotten the chance to meet IRL at various festivals and gatherings. And they mean the world to me, because without this game, I never would have met them. There's like hundreds of walks of life from Vietnam to Germany, Mexico to Brazil, and everywhere in between. I've gotten to meet so many amazing people from this game that in my old life, there's no way I would have met them.
You put a toaster on your head and you can be anywhere you want and meet anyone that you want across the world. Doesn't matter what time zone you're in. You could just have a conversation with someone in like Australia or in Japan or anything like that, or just a couple states over. Like it's an open sandbox for whatever you want it to be.
It's a place where you can say whatever you want, however you want, and the only barrier to befriending somebody is their personality and who they are. There's no external factors like looks, popularity, and that's debatable. Wealth, your background, none of that really matters.
VRChat is by far the easiest platform to connect with people all over the world and interact with them in a almost physical manner where you can see and represent your body or any body that you want while still being able to talk or text or, type to somebody. And you can meet anybody around the world.
What's your persona or your avatar? What does it mean to you? It is a nine-tailed fox version of, me. It has a purple outfit because purple is my favorite color. And it really means a lot to me. To me, this is how people view me. And this character of mine is kind of a representation of all my favorite things about me. Is it the color purple? Or mainly spiritually, this represents the most creative, outgoing, social side of me. And it really became a representation of kind of my positive side, my alter ego, if you will.
All my avatars are me. I literally gave the person who makes all of my avatars my Instagram and told her, hey, everything you make needs to look like me. I just like being me. For a lot of community members, VRChat is a place to escape where you can be anything or anyone. But at 36, I've done all that when I was younger. I like me. I know who I am. So I just want my avatar to be what I am.
I make an avatar like once every 1 to 2 years. You don't see me in different avatars a lot. But I always have the general just chill look. Just a normal t-shirt, some sneakers, skate shoes, whatever. And then the ears have been following me since my first ever custom avatar that someone made me, because I feel like I may as well just keep them, because they're just, I don't know, people see it as me. The Yeti's logo on the back, always got to have it everywhere.
It's a newer iteration. Basically how I've been rocking my OC for the majority of my playtime. Black hair with blue tips. I also have a blindfold. That's another one of my staples, with my dog ears and a dog tail. As of recently though, I've been kind of switching it up, going back to how the avatar was originally made with white hair with black tips. I don't know, I kind of fell in love with the energy that comes with a dog, right? They're upbeat, they're always happy to see everybody, and they're just there just for the love of the fucking game, Personality matches me, so I slapped on the ears. I thought it looks cute, and next thing I know, that's become my personality. Everybody knows me for it.
I adopted this avatar after needing a change from my old one. I found it on Gumroad and adopted it and edited it myself to feel like me. I feel very comfortable in this body as it's very similar to my own.
What pulled you into VRChat? All the worlds and locations that I saw?
So one of my old friends that I used to begin with no longer plays, and we started playing for about a year until they left. So I stayed and enjoyed my time here and made new friends out of it.
Streamers and a need for socialization.
I had an old friend that I used to game with back on some old MMOs, and he was like, yo, you should check this game out. So I checked it out, and I saw a couple videos on YouTube because I looked it up ahead of time, and I was like, that looks kind of cool. logged in, checked it out. I was like, yeah, this is really fun. I'll just keep doing it.
Real talk, I wanted to be a cute anime girl.
I originally found VRChat through a good friend of mine. He was streaming and started streaming VRChat with a bunch of his friends, and it got me really interested because they were doing a lot of fun things, playing games, joking around, role-playing. It just felt so fun and social, and I wanted something to, go and do just like that and hang out with people.
What is one thing you don't like about VRChat?
I don't like how many kids are on this game. This is not a game for kids.
There is a lot of trolls, and there is so many drama.
Ignorance and privilege. VRChat is a very expensive game to do a deep dive into, and there are a lot of people who are very ignorant of their privilege, and it really shows. I do not come from the nicest of backgrounds, but I'm in a very good place now, and listening to people talk about their lives and realizing this game skews younger, and a lot of them didn't grow up in the world I grew up in. Money was tight, and I think financial privilege is one of my biggest pet peeves when I hear people talk and they are completely blind to the wealth they have and the privilege it is just to play this game and be immersed in it is easily several hundred, if not thousands of dollars.
People treat VRChat like it's high school, and I just hate that. It's so annoying. Everyone just gets into their own little drama battles, and I'm just like, why can't you guys just hang out and just be chill with each other? Like, we're here to have a good time, not just have little arguments.
Probably sexualization, because human nature, sex sells. So avatars tend to slowly become a little bit more promiscuous. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I forward that idea by making promiscuous models, but it's definitely something that I've seen become a precedent on the game, and it's something that I think conflicts with, the ability to build meaningful connections and actually try to build actual friendships, because there's that aura of promiscuity that in sexualization that falls into play and kind of muddies the water on how genuine a relationship and a friendship could be.
People take the socialization here too seriously. They take it as almost like a dating game, and it creates a lot of drama and just doesn't feel real. It feels like high school. I do know a couple people that have had successful relationships, and I do know a couple people that have fully married and are living happily together.
On a more positive note, what is your favorite thing about VRChat?
To see how creative people get in this game. Is it with the outfits they make, or the characters they make, or the locations that you could go to and the worlds that people make? It's really a matter of the sky is the limit, or your abilities and your creativity is the limit. So if you imagine it, you can make it and bring it to life using this platform. And I find that super inspiring as an artist.
But also generally finding people I could actually enjoy my time with and talk to every day.
The community. The people, the socializing, everyone I've met IRL, everyone I haven't met yet, people who keep coming back years later. It is such a good social outlet, and it's cheap. Once you do the investment, and I'm approaching 3,000 hours in this game in 4 years, once you invest all that time, and those people keep becoming parts of your lives, and you connect, and you find people who are just different, interesting, or have the same interests as you, it's totally worth it.
I can get on this game and talk to anyone I want, anywhere in the world, and just either have a drink with them or just play some games with them or just hang out and have a conversation, which is what I like the most about this game, honestly, just because I'm an extroverted person. You met me IRL, so you know how I am. I'm always trying to make friends with everyone in the room.
The ability to meet so many interesting and unique people from different walks of life. People dog on online friendships and whatnot, and it's just go out and meet IRL people, right? But when it comes to online friendships, and especially friendships in VRChat, since it's up further, it's that weird in between IRL and online. You have this even greater sense of meeting people, and these people that you meet are from God knows where, and you would have never run into these people ever in your life.
Meeting people all around the world. I can meet somebody in England, Germany, South Africa, Singapore, Hong Kong, anywhere, literally anywhere. As long as they have internet, I can meet them, hang out. You can play in desktop, you can play in VR. It doesn't matter. You can get on and just say hi to people. And it's so interesting to hear about the lives from people all over the world, and so cool if see the different cultures that people bring to this world, especially through the world. People create beautiful worlds that are absolutely fantastic. And you just look at it and you're like, this is so beautiful.
Would you say VRChat helped you become a better person?
Most definitely. For me, I would have not known that 3D modeling existed without VRChat. It is something that I'm very passionate about. I've always been an artist, but I never really connected with 2D mediums and even with 3D physical sculpting. I loved the flexibility of digital art, but I never enjoyed the 2D aspect of it. It was never my full strength. And when I learned about 3D modeling, it came so naturally to me, and it was so much easier for me to express myself in a 3D medium, but also combine it with the digital art. It has really made me a more confident person.
Yes, it most certainly did.
Absolutely. 100%. Kind of like opened my eyes to a lot of stuff I was blind to. Before VRChat, I did not have trans friends. So there was a lot of that part of the life spectrum that I was blind to and I knew nothing about. I've met a lot of really cool people from not just that walk of life, but from many walks of life who have literally been like, hey, this is what I'm experiencing. And it's like, oh shit, I don't think I ever would have gotten this in any other fashion if I didn't play this game.
I'm still the same as I was day one, so it's kind of like hard to say whether or not it's definitely changed me as far as like talking with people and like interacting with people a little bit more. Especially because I was playing VRChat through COVID. COVID was like a really bad time for everyone, obviously. But VRChat, it was like nothing ever happened. I log into the game and I can still socialize with everyone.
Yes and no. It's helped me learn how not to be, how not to treat people.
Yes, it has opened up my mind to a lot of different possibilities and a lot of different things that I never knew about before. There's so many different people in this game that it allowed me to develop and to encompass a whole different world that I'd never even thought existed.
Does VRChat have an effect on your real life?
No, it does not.
Emotionally, mentally, sometimes when I have to deal with trauma as a community lead or dealing with trauma from other people, it is really frustrating because a lot of the people I talk to and manage, they might be as old as me and in some cases older, but there are people in this game who mentally are still at the lunch table in high school and have not grown up, or this is their second chance to be the big man on campus. So egos are everywhere, but that comes with the territory of working in the dance scene and being a community manager.
I would say it kind of does, just because on the weekends I get on VR. I'd rather get on VR than do something IRL most of the time. But then again, a lot of my friends are all older, they're all married, have kids, and stuff like that, so they don't really go out anymore anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But I also, I'm just a home type of person. I don't always go out everywhere.
Yes. 100%. 100%. If it wasn't for university, it'd be a full-time job for me. And as such, I really can't quit it as much as I'd like to. And I can't really step as far away of it as I would like to, because so much of my time gets sucked into the work aspect of the game. I just kind of default to also spending my time with my social life in the game as well, despite the fact that I would also like to be able to devote some of that time to different social groups, such as, other games play or my IRL friends and whatnot.
Yes and no. For the most part, no. I go work a normal job, I come back, I work out, I do everything a normal person would do. But I use my time, my hobby time, my off time to come play VRChat. And yes, it does affect my daily life, where I would normally be, say I'd be crocheting something or say I'd be building something. I get in VR. So, I could be more productive doing other things, but I enjoy socializing and talking with people, and that's why I enjoy getting on VR.
Why would you keep on playing VRChat? What sucks you back in every time?
So the first reason is obviously all the friends I made that I keep on hanging out with in this game. And secondly is to see all of the creations that people make on this game.
So I enjoy everybody's company and being able to hang out with them, talk to them, and be able to hang and have some fun. And whether it be go to clubs or have fun and just talk and explore beautiful worlds and be able to socialize.
For the social, it's the people. Now that COVID's gone, I realize going out to bars and all these festivals is really expensive. I can get my social fix here and then I can cherry pick the better events the better festivals, the better concerts, and not just be like, well, I haven't done anything this month. I'll go to this show. I can be a bit more picky, and if I'm lucky, I can invite my friends I've made here to, hey, you guys, guess what? There's a show in Vegas. We have time. Let's take some time off. We go to Vegas, we see a show. It's been really nice to have a new group of people I can connect with and just get on the same table with for stuff like that.
That I have a community that is awesome, and we have a blast all the freaking time on every weekend. So that alone right there is enough to keep me coming around. And also, I've made so many different friends, so there's people I want to talk to and hang out with all the time.
For specific, probably like 1 or 2 people, but I wouldn't. I've spent 9,000 hours in this game over the past like 4 or 5 years, right, of my life, and I can feel like that light kind of dying out. And if it wasn't for like those couple of people who really make it all worth it, right, Congas, Alios, some other people who really make like VRChat worthwhile to get them like, oh hey, this person's on, I'm gonna go visit this person.
I have so many friends on here that I don't need to talk to on a daily basis, but I can talk to on a weekly basis. I'll go and meet up with them and hang out, and on Friday nights I can drink with my friends that are across the world. Like I have a friend on right now that's in Australia. I know I have 3 friends from Germany and New York, Texas, Brazil, and they're all partying right now, and the plan right after this is to go hang out and drink with them.
Did you spend money on VRChat?
Have I spent any money on the game?
I spent quite a bit of money, actually.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I have spent thousands of dollars on this game.
Yeah, of course.
Between my original headset, the multiple headset replacements, the multiple controller replacements, what I say earlier, 7 trackers that I have, the straps that attach the trackers to my body that I've had to replace a couple times because they wear out over time, the computers that I've built specifically for it. I have a desktop and a laptop specifically for VR. Yeah, I've spent a little money on VR.
My headset, $1,000. Trackers round up to about 500. Base stations, 400. So that's like I have second pair of controllers. It's like 250. So we're like 2,000 now. Not even gonna count all of the VRChat Plus months I've bought. That's probably a couple, like 100 or 200. I have bought my 4090, and like my PC was basically made for VRChat mine. So that's like an entirely another beast in of itself. The absolute shit ton of avatars and assets I've bought over the years, probably at least $1,000 to $2,000 alone there. Commissions. This world we're in was a commission that I got from a friend of mine. I'd say, all in all, I would argue around $5,000 to $6,000.
So I spent it on my VR headset, my full body tracking.
$10 a month for like over 2 years to have a premium subscription, because I need it as a community manager. It comes with benefits that help me manage communities and be a part of other communities. And then I think all my gear is somewhere between, if you include the 2 PCs I have had, probably north of 8 to 9 grand just on the equipment, not subscriptions.
So all the assets on this avatar I bought, all the previous avatars, I bought all those with all the assets that I added to them to like customize them to myself. Yiddies as well, we paid to have worlds commissioned. Like this world was commissioned for us by our avatar or our world creator. And then as far as like hardware goes, I have 2 indexes, 2 sets of 3.0 trackers, set of Tundra trackers. I have 6 pairs of index controllers. I have 6 base stations. I have the wireless kit for the index, which sucks, don't use it. I have the, what else do I have? So it's UD Caps gloves. We have a poster of it in the world somewhere. But they're actual like gloves that you put on and track your fingers instead of having clunky controllers.
Mainly my headset, my computer, my tracking, all of the equipment that you are to use to play this game, in addition to sometimes paying for outfits for models or for full models. And then there's Fox that breaks his controllers.
Yes. I mean, hey, I've been playing this game for a long time, so eventually controllers start to, not work, not track, or not charge at all. And if they don't charge, or if they just don't track anymore, then why put them in a closet when I can just take it and spike it into the ground, because then it's fun.
Why spend so much money?
Main reason people spend money on their gear for VR is because the more, I don't want to be that kind of person, but the more gear you have, the more immersive the experience gets. The game is definitely free on PC only, but then you're playing it like every other video game, just through computer screen. The moment you drop money on a headset, you are already that much more immersed. You see exactly what your character sees. You're in a first person point of view. So everything around you suddenly stops becoming, oh, it's a video game from first person. And I am literally seeing this right now. I am in this world. I'm interacting with those people. And when you add full body tracking to it, it becomes even more immersive because you truly control the character that you are and your limbs and not just your hands and your head.
At first, they was completely against it, but then I saw so many people who were dancing and enjoying themselves and just interacting. I had to do that.
It's absolutely worth the money I've put into it so I can enjoy this game to the fullest and interact with the people I call friends, even those who have much cheaper setups. I know you can do this game on like a budget of $1,000. You can still integrate into this community. You can also do it for free. True, you can do it on your phone, I hear. But to have all the equipment, it is expensive. And keep in mind, I don't even have the most expensive setup in our group. There are people who are cresting $20,000 invested into multiple headsets, more trackers than I have because they'll do elbows, knees, chest, and double hips, plus head, plus the face tracker specialties.
Work, it's something I can write off for taxes. It's, in some ways, it's my way of giving back to the community by commissioning other people in the community to keep the economy going. And just because, I like it. It's my hobby, right? At the end of the day, it started out as my hobby and it always will be my hobby, whether I'm making money off of it or not. And I'm going to spend money on my hobby.
For lack of a better to say it, it's my hobby. It's the thing I enjoy doing when I have time to go do it. This is what I enjoy doing and hanging out with my friends. I mean, I can't just walk outside my house and instantly be with my friend in Brazil, Texas, New York, Germany, and Japan all at the same time. The reason why I get on is because I can hang out with all these friends from all over the world. And I'd spend all the money the same way I said before. Like, there's so much enjoyment I get from this game that I don't see a reason not to spend more money on it.
It's just a fun game. I don't know how to explain it more than that. And I also, I'm older, I have full-time job. Like, I have the extra money available to spend on this type of stuff, to have a better experience in the game rather than like a potato setup.
To wrap it up, do you have any shameless plugins?
You can find me on dinsy.garmo.com, jinxie.com/dinsy_1.
I got a Jinxie store, jinxie.com/FXV.
Just search up Yiddies on Instagram. If you play VRChat, search up Yiddies as groups and join the group. We always run our events every Thursday and Saturday at midnight EST.
After recording and editing all of the footage that I already had, I noticed something a little strange. Every person that I had recorded and interviewed had a very expensive setup. Meanwhile, at the beginning of the video, I preached that you're able to play this game for free. So I decided to find someone who is playing the game for free and interview them as well.
I'm Nikki, and I'm 21.
Aren't you 22?
Oh, wait. Hi. I'm 22. My avatar is a foxolotl. It is a fox plus axolotl, and it's made by Dinsy.
How much time a week do you usually spend in VRChat?
Up until now, 1 hour.
What's your setup?
Only PC, but I'm hoping to get a headset.
When did you start playing VRChat?
1.5 years ago.
What pulled you into VRChat?
Dinsy. I like how I can be with my friends, how I can be with you, even when I'm not here with you.
Would you say VRChat helped you become a better person?
I haven't been here long enough for it to impact me that much.
Does VRChat have an effect on your real life?
Absolutely not.
Why would you keep on playing VRChat?
Dinsy.
Did you spend any money on VRChat?
I don't think I did. My shameless plugins is that I make art and VTuber models on Nikki_VTS on Twitter, or you can find me on Dinsy's Discord server.
I'm happy to announce Nikki now has a VR headset and enjoying VRChat a little bit more immersed.
And that's it. I wanted to interview a few more people for this video, but it turned out already extremely long. So if you want to see more interview videos like this one, let me know in the comments below or in my Discord server. If there's anything I'd hope that you learned from this video is that VR chatters are normal people just like you and me. They just have an interesting hobby and they found a new and futuristic way to socialize with people from all around the world. Thank you for everyone who helped and took part in the making of this video. And hey, maybe this video made you want to check VRChat out.